The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Here's Brian Courtney Wilson, always peace. Got Bishop Joseph Walker up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brian Courtney Wilson. Yes, sir. Always peace. We got the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker on with us this morning. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. Good morning to you. And, man, my God, Brian Courtney Wilson, what an anointed new song, man. Ooh, that blessed me so powerfully. And I want to say good morning to everybody. I want to tell you something. You got three things to thank God for, and you just heard it. First thing is thank God for his grace, man. You know what grace is? I mean, grace is God giving you something you don't deserve, man. I mean, you wake up every morning, and you walk up, and you don't realize that God is giving you something that other people wish they had, man. You have so much to thank God for. All the things that God has given you, you know you don't deserve. Man, let me tell you something. The air you breathe, man, being in your right mind is an act of grace. It's a gratuitous endowment from God. But then mercy, here it is. God holding back that which you deserve. When you think about all the things you've done and you know you deserve it, but God held back the consequences, his mercy endures forever. But what I want you to remember today is how to protect your peace. I want you to thank God today that every single day, man, that you are protecting your peace, that you're making sure you're not letting things in your ear, in your eye, in your mouth. You're saying, you know what? I am going to cover myself and make sure that I'm in control of my peace. The Bible declares, I will keep thee in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. Peace is not the absence of struggle or tension, but it's the revelation of God in the midst of it. So it doesn't matter. If God, you don't have to change my job situation. You just change me in it. And I will be still the person who walks in peace. Nothing and nobody is worth my peace. You can have a good bed, but you got to get a better night's sleep. You can have a big old house, but you need a home. End of the day, thank God for peace that passes all understanding. May God grant you peace on today.
Man, that was a good word right there. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, and the presiding bishop of Full Gospel, Bishop Walker. Let everybody know how they can reach you.
Everybody, I want you to reach out to me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker, the number 3. And let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
And there it is. All right, here we go, man. Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all, let's get into a little bit of praise before we not get into this front page, man. All right, y'all, we're going to have a good week this morning. It is Monday. Here's the First Church of Deliverance in Chicago. Here we go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, it is 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Hey, Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. I'm Maria Moore, and here are your news headlines. Yesterday, a federal judge granted Donald Trump's request for a special master to review documents the FBI recovered from his Mar-a-Lago, Florida estate early last month. The order also temporarily stops the Justice Department from using the government records for their investigation. It also means an outside legal expert will review the documents to remove any that might be personal or protected by claims of attorney-client privilege or executive privilege. In international news, Britain has a new prime minister. The Conservative Party announced the election of Liz Truss as Britain's new leader. She becomes the third woman to hold the position. Former leader Boris Johnson announced his resignation in July when he was forced to resign following a series of scandals. 1 in 2 suspects connected to a series of stabbings in Canada has been found dead. 10 people were killed and 18 injured in the stabbings that began Sunday morning. Police say the suspects targeted some of the victims, while others appear to have been chosen at random. Lastly, today is the first day of school for students in Uvalde, Texas. Kids are returning to school in Uvalde for the first time since the shooting that claimed the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers in May. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Roxy, what you got in sports?
Well, let's start off with LeBron James and rapper Drake are being sued for $10 million by Billy Hunter. Who is Billy Hunter? He's former head of the NBA Players Union, who claims that he holds exclusive rights to produce any movie about the Canada old all-black hockey league. LeBron and Drake, they saying LeBron and Drake stole the rights to a movie about a segregated African American Hockey League, and they're making a movie about it. So they see so and so for $10 million. And of course, LeBron and Drake is like, listen, man, we got the rights to this doggone movie. We're gonna make it. We'll keep you posted on that. American men's tennis star Frances Tiafoe. Man, he stuns and defeated the number 2 player in the world, Rafael Nadal, at the U.S. Open and advanced to the quarterfinals. Why am I excited about this? Because Frances Tiafoe is an African-American brother that's out there taking over the tennis world. You know what I'm saying? Serena and Venus has taken that thing. Let's go back to Arthur Ashe way back in the day as well, man. An 18-year-old phenom, our sister Coco Gauff, she also advanced to the quarterfinals as well. She'll play today at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we got a lot of college football to recap, man, coming up later on in my next sports report. Stay tuned for that. It's going down real big. Gary with the T, what's up there, pimpin'?
About stealing now. Leave Sheree alone, y'all. Please leave Sheree alone. It's been reported, y'all, that Real Housewives of Atlanta star Sheree Whitfield, she was slammed, y'all, for that Shine lookalike clothing line. Now, Sheree just debuted her clothing line Sunday night on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Everybody was raving. There were 9 people saying, honey, it's Shine by Sheree, and they put a question mark. Now, the second coming of Sheree Whitfield's She by Sheree clothing line has been marred by comparison to the fast fashion brand. Now, social media users slammed the Real Housewives of Atlanta star, you know, for selling a $130 gray 2-piece athleisure set that looks nearly identical to a version sold by Shine and Amazon at the lower price points. And people saying, nah, honey, you wrong for these Shine joggers and charging Nike prices.
I think they're calling it Sheen, Gary.
Oh, it's Sheen? Yeah. Oh, Sheen, honey. And when you can buy it, honey, from Amazon without the She by Sheree logo for a third of the price, then I have a problem. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta, another person. And I saw the show, and it looked... Sheree been doing this for 14 years trying to get it out there.
I know.
And now she finally got it out, and they say the girl just stole somebody's look. So it's sad, y'all. Let's keep Sheree lifted up in
A
our
lot
prayers.
of looks are similar, though. Can't that happen? Don't that happen sometimes, or is it completely jacked and stole? Have y'all seen it? Is it identical?
Man, all of that stuff come from China, and it's probably $3, and they mark it up.
True message.
Thanks.
Come on, man. You be out here looking like you got a Halloween costume on. That's the material. It never looked like a picture. Never.
Okay. Somebody put, girl, how dreadful. We were rooting for you. She by Sheree, they say more like She by Shine, honey. So let Sheree live, hell. Just buy it if you want to buy it. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it, honey. So leave her alone, please, Lord.
She was so happy. Let that lady enjoy her moment.
And they ain't letting her do it, y'all. So we're going to keep her in prayer, honey. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is musk rose. On the high end, you say musk rose, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark pink. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, the Emmys went down, and I'm going to tell you who won up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
That's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Let's talk about the Emmys, y'all. Chadwick Boseman won his first Emmy as they took place this weekend for Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance for Marvel Studios' What If. So congratulations to him, his girl, his wife, his estate, and everything. And we definitely miss Chadwick. All right, y'all, moving on. Also, Dr. Dre's 2022 Super Bowl performance 112 with Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. It won 3 Emmys. I don't know if I ever seen a Super Bowl performance win an Emmy, so this was amazing. Wow. The performance won awards for Outstanding Variety Special Live, Outstanding Production Design for a Variety Special, and Outstanding Music Direction. So this was Dr. Dre's first production of one, I think, and this is awesome. So congratulations to him, and they all won an Emmy. Like, that is so dope. Awesome. Ain't that dope? They probably never thought that they was going to win an Emmy for that. So that's amazing that they giving us our flowers. So I really love that. Also, y'all, Rihanna won an Emmy for her Savage Fenty runway show. Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls won a few awards as well. President Barack Obama also won for his narration of our great national parks. And last but not least, Adele won an Emmy for her show that aired in November called Adele One Night Only. And the concert included a sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey. I mean, this was just awesome. She wrote, "Bloody hell, I'm pleased as punch."
Yeah, right.
I guess that's her way of being excited. All right, y'all, moving on. The Weeknd, he lost his voice, y'all, during the concert in Los Angeles and abruptly had to end his show. This was Saturday night on September 3rd. He said it happened in the middle of him belting out his single, Can't Feel My Face. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. He couldn't feel his vocal cords neither. But when he realized he couldn't get the words out, he ran off stage in mid-performance. Now, after some moments of confusion, he came back and took to the microphone to apologize to the audience, and this is what he said.
I don't know what just happened when I screamed, but I just lost my voice. This is killing me, and I don't want to stop the show. But I can't give you the concert that I want to give you right now. I'm going to make sure everybody's good, get your money back, but I'll do a show real soon for you guys. But I wanted to come out and personally apologize and not tweet it or Instagram or whatever. I want you guys to know. I'm so sorry. I love you guys so much.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
At least they gonna get a refund.
You have to go to a ear, eyes, and nose doctor and get that corrected because that's your whole livelihood right there.
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Just for that to happen out of the blue? With no warning signs or nothing, that's got to be really, really scary.
You're doing all them shows and you're talking during the day.
Yep.
And,
you have to rest your voice. You have to go on vocal rest.
But give back all your money?
I mean, yeah, he can't do the concert, so he got to get him their money back. But he apologized again online, y'all, and he said he's going to reschedule the show, and it's unclear if his vocal issue will affect any other dates, but his tour was previously postponed twice due to the pandemic, so I know people are like, oh, man, come on, not again. But it happens, and we're going to keep him in our prayers, and we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
So I just want to let everybody know George Wallace is banned from this show, comedian George Wallace.
The legendary comedian.
Legendary.
Not the governor.
The one that's like 100 or something.
He has been banned from the show. We don't listen. I know there are some people out there that like George Wallace, but y'all gonna have to choose between Rickey Smiley and George Wallace. You understand? Because, excuse me.
I have a private line. I can get through anytime. I got a telephone in my bosom. I can call you anytime I want to.
George. How did you call in? I talked to, you're not supposed to be on this show. We don't.
What did I do to tick you off, Ricky? What have I ever done to tick? Oh, I know what it is.
What is it? Somebody's mouth.
What happened the last time? I apologize. Ricky, you can
George, you was doing a TV interview and then you hung up in our face to go do your little stinking TV interview, George, and I'm hurt by that. I lost sleep.
Well, Ricky, let me apologize. I was talking to two white people, and I had to get over there and talk to them.
That ain't funny, Maria.
I was talking to Judge Clarence Thomas and Herschel Walker, and this was very important.
Say what?
Who are the two white people? I'm just making sure I got that.
I was talking to two. Rickey Smiley, good morning. The number one show in funny. I appreciate you so much, so I apologize for hanging up on you, and I will never, ever do that again, Rickey Smiley.
He hung up hard.
I'm talking about hung the hell.
Thomas and Herschel Walker. My daddy used to say Herschel Walker running for office makes as much sense as having an ashtray on a motorcycle. You know what I mean? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Gary the T. Good morning to Brad. Good morning, Rickey Smiley. Am I missing anybody today?
Maria
Special
right
K,
here.
I'm here.
Special K.
What's up, G. Wallace?
You there? Good morning. I apologize. You know I'm old like y'all need somebody old on the show because y'all so young. Everybody on your show is under 50. Y'all need somebody member of the AARP club. So we got some, a lot of old people like you, Ricky. A lot of old people like you.
Now let me ask you something.
I'm talking about old people.
Let me ask you something, George. Now they got a tight Senate race between GOP candidate that you just mentioned, Herschel Walker, and Senator Raphael Warnock. If it actually happens, how do you think that's going to go?
Why you ask me a stupid question like that? Ain't nobody going to vote for Herschel Walker with his dumb ass. Come on, man. Herschel Walker can't even pronounce his own name. I feel he's embarrassing me. He's embarrassing us. It's just terrible. It's almost as bad as you. I'm sorry.
Almost.
Hey, Ricky, let's get real funny now because we got a situation down in Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
And I wanted to call you and ask your mama because she go down there and break her water.
Killing you, dog.
Last time when I performed in Las Vegas, let me tell you what he did, Maria, how disrespectful George Wallace's ass is.
Uh-oh.
I'm in the middle of a performance, and the audience started laughing. I know they don't supposed to laugh at that part of the joke. I look behind me. He pushing a damn cleanup push broom behind me like he cleaning up the stage. Man, I ain't never been disrespected. Say what?
Listen, I had to do something that people weren't laughing, so I said, let me just push this broom.
George, you were trying to save it.
I want to thank you so much. Let me make this perfectly clear. You always giving people accolades like, there is no friend like you ever. When I met you, you were a nice gentleman as a little boy starting comedy. You remember that. And to this day, you have not changed. You have not changed. And when I came to Birmingham, first of all, I came to your airport. They call it the Birmingham International Airport. Let me make this crystal clear. The only thing international about Birmingham is the House of Pancakes. Let's get that out the way. Ricky, you introduced me to the Waffle House. Did you know that? That was the only restaurant open in Birmingham at the time, the Waffle House. Hey, wait a second. This is true, Ricky. Every day I go to the same Waffle House, right? I sit at the same table. I get the same waitress, and I order the same thing. Every day, a different total. What the hell? It ranges anywhere from $9.99 to $13.66. I'm going every day, same thing, same total.
You real good with math in there.
Math is crazy these days. You ever notice the pizza places you can order a $7.99 pizza by the time it gets to your house is $23.66? What the hell are they doing at these pizza places?
You went on a friend of mine named comedian Pierre's show, and you went off on Will Smith. What's that all about?
Oh, I went to see Tony Rock. That's Chris Rock's brother, right?
Yeah.
He was up there killing. I just went on stage and just slapped the hell out of him for no reason whatsoever.
Why?
Why should Chris be the only one getting slapped? No, that's So I just slapped him. I went off on Will Smith because he ruined my night. Y'all remember back in it's been a tough year. First of all, it's been a very tough year for me. I lost 5 friends, and it's been pretty tough. And it wasn't COVID. It's just they owed me money. So.
George, you took him out, dog.
They owe me money. You know what, people, and they get mad when you ask for your money back. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I went off on Will Smith. He ticked me off because it was my favorite night of the year, the Oscars. Yeah. I never watched the Oscars without going to pee. We watched it for an hour and a half. Will Packer was so good, Sly and the Family Stone, the music, everybody said, this is a different type Oscar. And then I was waiting for my favorite entertainer to receive his award, and then came Will. Now, Will is my favorite performer.
Right.
And he messed up the whole show. He slapped Will Smith, and when he slapped Will Smith, he slapped me, Ricky, and I teared up. And I know you did too, because I just right now, to hell with all the Smiths. Yeah, I went off on him. To hell with all the Smiths. I don't like Will Smith. To hell with all the Smiths. His wife, G.I. Jane, Joda Smith, whatever her name. Them 2 little weird-ass kids, Willow and Willette. To hell with them.
Oh, no.
Mr. Smith goes to Washington. To hell with that. To hell with all the Smiths. Okay, you hear me? Emmett Smith of the Dallas Cowboys. To hell with him.
What Emmett got to do with it?
Granny Smith, and to hell with them apples she's selling. To hell with all the Smiths. All the Smiths. You hear what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, George.
Locksmith, all the Smith. People named.
He said locksmith.
Oh, you gotta go hard on Granny Smith.
Oh my gosh.
How did Emmy get thrown in there?
To the hell with all the Walkers. To the hell with all the Walkers, okay? Jimmy Walker, Johnny Walker Red, Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Blue, the hell with all the Walkers, okay? Madam C.J. Walker, the hell with her, man, all of them, okay?
Madam
Texas Walker, Texas Ranger, whatever they want. Anybody you see walking with a Walker, the hell with them too.
George.
What time we going on the radio, Ricky?
Too late. He been on. Been on for 10 minutes
already. You know what? You guys have too much fun. I need to come on with you guys once a month or something like. Hey, Ricky, this is your turn. I was talking to your mama the other day. You ever talk to somebody and her breath was so bad? I said, "Can you hold on? I got another call coming in."
Damn.
bad breath.
On the phone.
On the phone.
God. George.
Don't say that, Ricky. Don't say that.
Hey, y'all.
The funniest radio show in the morning. Let me make that perfectly clear right now. And I appreciate you more than you know.
George, I'm glad you came on here and made them laugh because you know this is your last time on this show.
Ricky, let me tell you why I called in.
Why?
This is your last day. I'm auditioning for your job.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
My brother-in-law died.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Coming to the Marriott Ballroom, A and B. This weekend only for 2 sold-out shows. From the people that brought you Mama, My Feet Hurt and Chitlins Don't Make It Grocery. Comes the new hit gospel stage play, God Get This Nigga Off Me. Starring Howard Hewitt. Cheryl Pepsi Riley.
Thanks for my time.
And Malik God Get This Nigga Off Me. A story of family, fighting, and forgiveness.
What a remote.
With original songs by Little G from Silk.
Get this off of me. He keep beating me, Jesus.
Also starring Damon Evans. Who? You know Damon Evans, the second Lionel from the Jeffersons. You know the light-skinned one with the afro. Oh. And Clifton Powell.
Your granddaddy beat my mama, and I beat your mama. It's what we do. Now go home and get to work.
God, get this out. You'll be inspired. You'll be uplifted. You'll laugh till you cry. It's a play for the whole family.
What done happened to your eye, baby? I fell down the steps, mama, on both eyes.
Co-starring Ronaldo Douglas. You know Ronaldo Douglas from Good Times. Bookman's assistant. TC. Ugly Duckling, episode 29. Season 3. Oh. Don't miss this star-studded event. Tickets available at Shirley's House of Hair.
It's actually Shirley's house where she does hair.
God, get this off me. Don't miss it.
On both eyes?
Girls, you got coming up next.
Coming up next, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all who's the new happy couple in Hollywood. You won't believe who. We'll talk about that next Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary's tea is brought to you by.
Brought to you by Crest, the leader in oral health care for more than 60 years. Crest, the #1. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Okay, remember just the other day I was talking about Larsa Pippen, y'all, the beautiful ex-wife of Mr. Scottie Pippen. And they were saying that Larsa, you know, she loved her a nice young man because older men can't do much for her. Well, now it's out there, y'all, that Larsa Pippen is allegedly dating, y'all, the wonderful son, Mr. Michael Jordan's son, Michael Jordan Jr., y'all, his youngest son, Marcus, I should say, y'all. They're saying that they were spotted, honey, at a Japanese restaurant the other day in Miami over the weekend, and they were definitely canoodling, as they call it, with each other while they were having lunch, honey, at Zuma in downtown Miami. Now, they're saying, y'all, source said that they appeared to be on a double date with another couple at the table, and they said they sat at the table for like maybe 45 minutes, honey, before leaving together, and they say Larsa looked very skittish when she realized, honey, that the people were taking pictures of her. Now, they say Larsa was in town just to host a reopening of her friend's retail store, in the upscale Aventura Mall. And people said they looked good together. And I mean, I think it's nice that, Larsa got her a nice younger man. She didn't give nobody broke. His daddy rich, and, he got some money. So.
But, him and Scotty was best friends.
They was teammates. She used to be
Michael Jordan and Scotty was best friends at one point.
They said, honey, they were no longer on speaking terms, honey.
They might not be, but they were best friends, and that's like his son. And that's like his uncle's ex-wife, kind of.
And isn't it better to give somebody that you know?
No, that's not like that. She used to be auntie.
Ain't this kind of like the male code? No?
Maria, what you think about that, honey? Don't you think that woman should have a younger man?
It don't have to be Michael
I know
Jordan's
she keep a man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. She keep a man. She's like always in the news for dating somebody. But I mean, I think it is a little. It is weird. It is
kind of weird,
especially.
So y'all don't think it's like how's your life going? Are you still in school or?
Yeah, kind of like a little mentor.
That's your baby daddy's teammate's son.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily. You saying it's not necessarily a romantic thing.
Right, checking on his grades and stuff like that.
Well, he's 33, so
school.
He got school.
Yeah,
that's a nice try, Rick. You so
hope
sweet.
He ain't still in school. But I'm saying it was The Last Dance. The snub on The Last Dance documentary, and now your son is, allegedly.
I'm just thinking of all the people she could be dating, of all of the men.
So many people in the world.
There's so many.
There's got to be more to this, man. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, maybe he just having lunch with his old auntie.
Well, no.
It's a lot of
markets. They was married when he was little,
Yeah, well, that's why you train a child. You watch a child while he grow. And she did that, and now she got her man. Let that woman have her man. Nobody don't want these old men no more. Anyway, that woman's a young woman. Her husband cheated on her with other women and stuff.
Oh, Gary.
So, honey, go ahead on, Miss Larsa. Do what you do. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, speaking of doing what you do, honey. Okay, Mariah Carey and our lovely Scottish princess. How we pronounce her name, honey?
The Duchess of Sussex.
The Duchess of Sussex, honey. She had a chat, honey, with Mariah Carey, y'all. And it was very interesting, y'all. Here's how it went down.
That's the diva thing we can play into. I mean, it's not something that I connect to, but for you, it's been a huge part of your...
Give us diva moments sometimes, Megan.
What kind of diva moments do I give you?
Don't act like you... It's also the visual. It's the visual. Let's pretend that you weren't so beautiful and didn't have the whole thing and didn't often have gorgeous ensembles. You wouldn't get as much diva stuff. I don't care. I'm like...
This is just unbelievable. You've got two millionaires, multi-millionaires, extremely famous women getting together to whinge about how hard life is. And notice how Megan starts down this trail of picking up her victimhood points. I've been tarred as a diva. And Mariah doesn't buy into it. She's like, oh, you are a diva. So Mariah's just like, oh, girlfriend, wear it. I don't care.
Yes, Duchess of Sussex, Miss Meghan Markle said she was victimhood. She said, honey, they treated her bad in the hood and all that stuff, and they called her a duchess and a diva and all. Mariah told the girl, look, honey, just wear it, child. You are a diva, and just wear it well. But it's amazing how rich people like to downplay that stuff, honey. But Mariah said, girl, I'm not downplaying it. She said, honey, she's a diva, and that's just exactly what she is, a diva. So now Meghan is no longer victimhood. She's going to wear it well, and her and Prince Harry are going to have a happy life. All right,
well, you know what, Gary?
Huh?
I was just going to say that sometimes when you stand up for yourself, you're labeled as a diva. And I think that that's the case with her. Because she stood up for herself. She went through a lot with that family. So
with the Queen, honey. Baby, the Queen didn't like her, honey. So many didn't like her because she was of African descent.
I feel like she is a diva because she made it out of that situation and she's still thriving. That's how I feel about it.
Yep. And there she is, baby. There goes the Duchess of Sussex.
The Duchess of Sussex.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is musk rose. On the high end, you say musk rose, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark pink. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, party people, I got your wake-up calls. Y'all hit me up right now. The phone lines are wide open. Call me right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Come on. Cause he woke you up this long, this led you in your house shoes, so it would be better. That's right.
Katie. I'm calling from Highland Park, Michigan. Shout out to all the beautiful people in Georgia. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, I want to say good morning to all Hey Hara Middle cheerleaders and Hey Hara Middle and Seattle and Valdosta. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is the real deal, Brother Bill. East side, west side. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Michael Dixon, and wake up to all my people in Evansville.
You want to say wake up to Andrea, Anila, Dontrell. Wake up, Seattle and Valdosta. Good morning, wake up.
Hey, Gracious and Journey and Eli and Kinsley. Wake up to the Thomas family in Texas, South Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Miami, wake up. Let's go. Seattle, wake up. In Detroit, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour, y'all. Hey, we got the one and only Miss Burt joining us this morning. I'm so excited, man, because we have to talk to our elders. Miss Burt, good morning. Big round of applause.
Miss Burt.
Miss Burt, how was your Labor Day weekend?
Oh, it was good. All them children came over to the house to come see me.
What you cook, Miss Burt?
Oh, I ain't have to cook then. They call themselves no cook that for me.
That's good. Hey, I got a question. I got a question for Miss Burt. Miss Burt, so the people out here really loving you, and they want to know, some stuff about you. So let me ask: do you have a husband or I don't know, a boyfriend or something?
I used to have one. I got too old to be coach now. But he done died. After he died, I said, "What no need to be running after nobody else."
Oh man, how long it's been, Miss Burt?
It's been about 15 years now, I reckon.
I ain't mean to laugh. No, I reckon. I remember my my grandmama saying that, Miss Burt. So we. One of the things. How many children you have?
I got 6 children.
Okay.
About 11 grandchildren, I reckon. About all cat.
Right. And how many grandkids you got staying with you?
I got about 2 of them staying with me for my oldest boy.
Do he live with you too?
He stay here too. He called himself, talking about he gonna rap or something, called himself Lil Pussy. But ain't nothing little about him.
Wait a minute, he called himself he gonna rap.
He say he gonna rap. Somebody name was Lil Pussy, but I don't know how he gonna make it.
How old is he?
Lay right here and eat. 47.
And he don't work anywhere. He just rap.
I ain't never seen him go to no work.
Well, do he be having a lot of money?
I ain't never seen him with that either.
He ain't paying no bills. All of them living off your Social Security.
You know how these children do that. I'll be hitting on that.
Miss Burt, how you doing health-wise?
I do good. I get up and get around. I thank the Lord for that.
Yeah. And what the last time you went to the doctor, so everything, because we have to check out, because we're going to be checking up on you because you're one of our favorite people. What the doctor's saying these days?
You know, I'm real bad diabetic, so I go to the doctor every month.
And Ms. Burt, with all them kids coming in and out, you got to be careful of COVID.
I know. I tell them all the time. I ain't trying to catch no COVID.
Right. Hey. Now, Ms. Burt, Labor Day weekend, you said your grandkids cook. Can they cook? Did you like the food, or did they clean the kitchen up right? What went good? What went right, and what went wrong?
Well, you know, I don't children learn to cook for me, so you know the food was good.
Right. Oh, okay. That's good. Because most grandchildren can't cook, Miss Burt.
Yeah, they call their mama done on teaching them, but I teach mine. If you can't do nothing there, you need to at least know how to fix yourself something to eat.
Now, how you do your greens, Miss Burt? I heard your greens pretty good.
You know, the doctor told me to stay away from all that high-fat food, so I stopped using fat back in my greens, you know. I use bacon now.
That's a lateral move.
And Miss Burt, you still drive yourself to church?
All I can do is go to the church. I don't go too far. You know, the police, they tried to took my life.
Why?
No.
I went to drop my granddaughter off at school and got back to the house and had about 4 cones up under the car and didn't even know it.
What, the little orange cones?
You know, when children go to school, they put all those cones there where I couldn't figure out how to get out there.
You didn't hear him bumping up underneath the car, Miss Burt. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
All I know is I got down that police would come flying down that road trying to get to me.
And you had to call on the name of Jesus, and he showed up.
I know you're right.
Yeah. Miss Burt, now your grandson, Will K, before you go, let everybody know how they can follow your grandson and see some of your videos.
Oh, they want to see me. All they got to do is go on that online, on the internet, and look up the Will K Show.
Will K Show.
I know you're right. You're in the right place, because they'll see me up there.
Yeah, all right, Miss Burt, thank you so much. You're going to be checking in with us every week.
I appreciate you, Ricky. I love y'all down there.
Yeah, we love you too, Miss Burt. And keep your radio on, okay?
All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all give it up and show your love for Miss Burt.
Miss Burt.
Hey, all right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Chicken and Waffle Mix going down. It is Tuesday. John Lyon on the ones and twos. What up, baby boy?
I'm good, man. You already know, just turn in all the way up bright and early in the morning, man. Of course, you make sure me up on Instagram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, man. Hey, John, karaoke gonna be jumping tonight at the Stardome. Gonna have a whole lot of fun, man. I got a surprise coming up, man. Boy, y'all gonna love this. So, Stardome, get ready, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's sold out. God dog it, I should have did one tomorrow night too. We'll see. Appreciate you, John.
Yeah, man, my pleasure, Ricky.
There it is. Hello.
Yo. What's up?
Yo. Hey, bro, you coming to work, man?
Why you asking me if I'm coming to work?
Man, I done sent
you a text message and an email from my sister. I sent you an email and I had sent you a text message. You didn't get it.
Man, listen, man. I was sitting around with some friends yesterday, man, and I was with the whole Eatman family on yesterday, and they my boy Jimmy, his son, nephew, everybody just real disappointed, man. They wake up.
Okay, well, I can't help that because I got a medical, I got a thing going on in the morning, and I'm feeling real weak and dizzy right now. I can't, I had sent you a thing.
So this a sick day?
Yeah, because I had sent you a message, told you I wasn't going to be there that morning because I got a, what you call it, what they call it, a procedure to go do this morning. So
what kind of procedure?
I got to do it at 9 o'clock. They told me I couldn't eat nothing or drink nothing for 12 hours before I go to do this procedure because my throat was hurting. And they said, well, come, at 9 o'clock, right?
What's the procedure?
They're doing an autopsy.
Let him off, Rick. Let him off. Go ahead. Let him off.
You going to get an autopsy done?
Yo. They said they're gonna do it at about 9 o'clock. So I got to, I couldn't eat or drink nothing because they said I got to have my body all the way empty. I can't have no food or drink in my stomach. They said they're gonna do a whole autopsy on me to try to see what's wrong.
Let him take off.
So I'll be there tomorrow though.
I hope Red, I hope Fred listening, I hope Jelani and Jimmy listening. Hey bro, you can't. And they told.
Yeah, they said they sent you a message. Said that Black Tony got an autopsy scheduled for this morning at 9 o'clock at the clinic. They doing it at the Corona office. They doing it. Maria, they doing it at the Corona office. They sent me the letter.
Autopsies are for dead people, Tony. It's for dead people. Autopsies are for dead people.
And what office they doing it out of?
The Corona office. I'm looking right at the paper right here.
The corners?
Corona, shawty.
No, Corona.
They might think I got COVID or something. I don't know. They said they're gonna do autopsy. And then I'll be there tomorrow, though. I should be there. I should be straight up.
And they're going to take all your organs out and put them back in. You know that's what they're going to do, right?
I mean, shawty, that's what they got to do to find out why my throat hurt. That's what they got to do. Okay. I see y'all tomorrow.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning.
Hello, may I speak to Angie Murphy, please?
Speaking.
This is Nurse Jenkins up here at Grady Parkland Memorial Hospital.
Yes.
And you just had a baby a few weeks ago that was premature.
Yes, I did.
The baby is still up here at the hospital. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the baby name?
My son's name is Dontavius.
They got us calling because Human Resources might have to run some more tests on the baby because they
What's
found...
wrong with him?
Nothing wrong with the baby. They found traces of Crown Royal in your breast milk.
What are you talking about?
When they took breast milk from you to give to the baby, they found traces.
Of what?
Of Crown Royal and Patron.
Oh, no.
In your breast milk. Is this Angie Murphy?
Yes, it is. And my son is Dontavius Murphy. And I don't drink that stuff.
Well, they said that they found Nouveau, Crown, Patron, and Jose Curvo.
There's got to be some kind of mistake because I don't even like that kind of stuff. And I would never give that to my baby.
Well, ma'am, we know you've been drinking during your pregnancy because your breast milk is light blue. You drink Hypnotic.
Excuse me?
Have you been drinking Hypnotic because your breast milk is light blue?
No, I have not been drinking no damn Hypnotic. Why would I give that to my child?
Yeah, we understand that you're under a lot of pressure since the baby
is. I'm under a lot
is.
of pressure because my son was born a month early. That's why I'm under a lot of pressure. And I would never give I'm not drinking while I'm breastfeeding.
Well, why is your breast milk light blue?
I don't know what you're talking about. My breast milk being light blue.
It's so bad. Some of the nurses sipping off of it, getting drunk.
You got me up.
What did you call me?
I called you a bitch.
Oh, now I'm a bitch. Tell you what, I'm gonna get a damn baby to a white woman.
I will come down to that hospital and whoop your ass if you try to take my goddamn baby.
We are not giving you back that baby today.
Where's my son?
You're gonna have to take that up with the judge.
With the judge?
Your judge will be Gregory Mathis.
What the are you talking about?
Excuse me?
I said, what the are you talking about?
Is this Angie Murphy?
Yes, it is. Stop asking me that.
They said that they found Hypnotic in your titties.
No, they did not.
Is your baby named Freddie?
My son is Dontavius Murphy.
I'm so sorry. We got the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Darren, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Chris Rock and Will Smith back in the news. We're going to talk about them next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all, the segment's being brought to you by...
At Churches, we put it all on the table for less. Get 10-piece legs and thighs, 2 large sides, 5 honey butter biscuits, and 5 jalapeno peppers starting at just $20. Churches, Texas Chicken. Welcome to the great state of flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
Let's eat, baby. Let's eat.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Over the weekend, honey, Chris Rock, y'all, he finally addressed getting slapped, y'all, by Will Smith at the Academy Awards after telling Dave Chappelle, y'all, on the UK leg of their joint comedy tour that Will hit him over a bullcrap joke. Meanwhile, y'all, they're saying Will Smith seemed very much so completely unfazed. Now, Will Smith, who recently returned to social media after a 6-month hiatus, y'all, he shared a video of a peacock, y'all, surrounding his rental in Ecuador, just as Chris Rock's comment about the slap, y'all, was going viral. And, Will said, hey, he's doing his thing. He's working, honey. He's unfazed and what have you. And, that he said the peacock, y'all, it was like a celebrity. He said it wanted a pic because it was looking at him through the window of his Ecuador estate that he was renting. But do y'all think this is going to ever be over? Are they going to finally kiss and make up or whatever? Or is it going to continue going on? People going to continue talking about it. What y'all think?
I think people not going to stop talking about it even when they move on. People going to still crack jokes and they ain't going to never be able to live it down. Neither one of them.
What?
Yeah.
Ricky, what you think?
I think I would hope and pray that the situation get into some resolve. But, you just can't rush somebody to be ready to accept an apology if they ain't mentally and emotionally ready. You can't accept an apology and move on just to make other people happy when you still suffering. So whenever Chris Rock, get into a space where he ready to accept the apology and move on. But until then, I just wouldn't speak on it anymore. That's just me.
Yeah. Maria, you think something? Or you think it should be kumbaya?
Well, yeah, I agree with Ricky. I mean, you can't rush people, and, if they're not ready, they're just not ready. And, I think that we're going to have to accept that. And I would like for everyone to move on. Go on and do your projects, do your comedy shows, and heal on your terms.
Yeah, well, I know Donald Ross made a song, "You Can't Hurry Love, You Just Have to Wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take."
Yes.
So
That's
I
what she
think
said.
Yeah, so that fit in somewhere. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all. Oh my God! Now, speaking of hurrying, Lee Daniels, y'all. We all know the super producer, director, Mr. Lee Daniels. Well, it's being reported that Lee Daniels apologized to Monique after years of estrangement and announced that they were working on a new horror flick together. Well, guess what? The project just wrapped. Now, they're saying that Lee and Monique, honey, are definitely through with their project that they were working on. They're saying, honey, that they look good together. They put a fun fact out saying that the last time Lee and Monique worked together, honey, they say Monique won the Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actress. So now they are a happy family. Monique is working. She got a check that came in and all that. And people saying, somebody said, quote, "I'm not mad, honey. Forgiveness is a good thing." Lee out here looking like one of those brothers in the Bible, looking like Moses. Somebody with his shea buttered down self. And then somebody put, somewhere Oprah is mad, honey. LOL. Good for them. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. People are going to judge Monique regardless, especially those who don't have any backbone to stand up for themselves, unquote. So Monique got her movie, y'all. And Lee Daniels produced it, whatever, and they good together.
That's
again.
good. Congratulations to both of them.
Yep. So, I mean, and they deserve one another and stuff. I mean, Monique, she thanked him, when she won the Oscar and what have you and so on and so forth. So, if people can't forget it, I'll get over it, honey. I guess she say the hell with it because right now she did her movie and she's doing her thing. So,
all right, then.
So, good for Monique, honey, and good for Lee. They're supposed to be doing another movie together as well. So, we're going to see how this movie make the box office, and I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money because everybody loves Monique.
I'm just glad to see black folks working.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That ain't a bad thing.
Yeah, bless their spirit, y'all. All right, y'all. The color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is musk rose. On the high end, you say musk rose, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark pink. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All righty. All right, y'all, I got something up, man. We got what's trending coming up. You don't want to miss it. And I'll tell you what it's about up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segment's being brought to you by Reach Media. Now, the cabins are moving fast for the Tom Joyner Foundation Fantastic Voyage, sailing 2023 on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Do not miss the boat, so make sure y'all go to Fantastic Voyage. 2023.com today for detail. That's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. All right, y'all. Here's in what's trending. A woman in New Orleans was trending after posting a letter to her husband that she was leaving him because he would not stop cutting his toenails in bed. Now, it gets pretty petty. Apparently, the couple had only been married for 9 months, but she said that she told him prior to the wedding that this was a deal breaker for her, and apparently she meant it. Now, a lot of users empathized with the wife and started posting the top bad habits that were deal breakers in their relationships. Now, that rang from chewing with a mouthful, which is so nasty and utterly disgusting.
Gary.
Leaving the kitchen cabinets open, that's not too bad. Biting your nails, I can't help it. I cannot help it. I do that. Leaving the toilet seat up. Porn. I can see how that.
Yeah. I got a friend going through that.
Yeah. Being late and more. Being late is a real problem for me on a date. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being there at 7:30, you send a picture that you're in traffic at 7:30. Like, It drives me absolutely crazy. You sending me a picture at 7:30 and you knocking on the door at 7:30, it's not the same. It's not the same. So we want to know, what is your ultimate deal breaker in a relationship, Brett?
Being inconsiderate.
Oh yeah. For example,
open the door for me. Chivalry is not dead. I'm still a woman. Don't talk over me. Don't make me feel like I'm less than. Just being inconsiderate. Like, make me feel special and give me all the attention I need, and I'll do the same.
Right. That's good right there. Maria.
Man, Ricky, there's so many on the list.
Okay.
I had a guy one time. Gosh.
Go on and say it.
Let him use you.
We need to know.
He peed in my bed.
Lord.
This was a long time ago when I was in my 20s. I didn't know what happened. Yeah, and he I was sleeping and he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, Maria. And I was like, what? And he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? And he was like, I peed in your bed. And I was like, what? I was like, what? You had like a wet dream? Like, what? What do you mean? He was like, no, I peed in your bed. And I looked over, and sure enough, Ricky, my mind was blown, and I had to change. He had to put on one of my shirts. He was with a crop top on. It was terrible. I'm oversharing this morning. I really needed somebody to jump in and stop me. Yeah.
So now he in the bed with a halter top on.
Yeah, he in the bed with a halter top, and I never spoke to him again.
Why he whispered though?
Tapping me on the shoulder like he was.
So did you stick with him and let him wear an adult diaper for a minute?
No, I did not. It was awful. It was, he was whispering because he was trying to be considerate, Brad. I think that, so he displayed that characteristic, but he definitely was not able to.
You know what? I played that off so good. I went and got a big glass of ice water, had it in my hand, like when I woke up, and had it like kind of spilled, like I was drinking some water, and I nodded off. Man, I'd have played that off. I wouldn't have just, no. Hell no.
Right.
No. Hell no. Gary.
Okay, Maria, since you sharing, honey.
Well, go ahead.
This bastard passed
now I feel on
gas.
blast.
That bothered me. Don't do that. Do not fart, damn it, around me. And it just threw me.
Why?
Why?
What it sound like?
Don't
matter what it sounds.
In the bed.
In the bed or just on the couch? Y'all
on the
TV.
damn couch. Don't do that.
Hey, Rick.
You know, I mean,
Gary, hold on.
What?
Gary.
What?
Maybe the muscle's gone.
Well, his muscle shouldn't have been gone. His muscle shouldn't have been gone. I'm sorry.
Who else want to share? What's next? Come on, who else want to share? We ain't going to get into that. It's somebody else's turn.
Oh, man.
And I got another one, too, Ricky. Don't lil me. Don't lil me.
Always say that lil.
Don't lil me. I hate that. Don't lil me. I see your lil Jeep. Don't lil me.
Jerry,
I don't know what.
You can turn the music off whenever. I promise to God.
You hate that too.
Promise. I told the chick, I see your little. I told the chick, I said, ma'am, I don't have a little anything.
But it don't always mean something bad.
Yes, it does.
It depends on who it's coming from. No, it don't. It depends on who.
Don't minimize my accomplishments in success. I hate that.
Oh, y'all! Everybody don't mean harm when they say it, though.
Well, why they say
it's a bad habit.
I guess
it's a bad habit. I can't stand it.
It depends on who it come from.
And then the way you looking at it with your mouth twisted up.
Exactly.
Doing your hand. I see you then that rocking back and forth with your head sideways. I see you look, like you half jealous and stuff. You know, you got nice stuff. You know, I ain't got no look. My car ain't little. What you think I drive?
Little Mini Cooper.
I see you
I
look.
think y'all taking it too serious.
It's not, Brett. It's the way they say it.
But they keep saying it. Everything is little. I see your little entourage. I have a staff. I don't have no entourage. What are you talking about? I can't stand it. Yeah, with you on that. They go straight to my nervous system.
Y'all so picky.
Nervous system.
People don't tell you that your little stuff.
It depends on who says it.
Little nothing.
Oh, Lord.
And you want to find out?
Tell them, dog.
It shouldn't have been you if you know you ain't got nothing little, though.
Oh. Yeah. I would think that after 25 years of marriage, I wouldn't have a deal breaker, but I do. And I got one that got me considering calling the lawyer right now.
What?
If she don't start reaching in my plate every time I'm eating something, let me get a little piece of that. That's taking me to the edge. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care
You're supposed
what
to
I'm
share
eating.
with your wife.
No, you don't just go. Just stop reaching in my plate every time I'm eating.
Why did you just order what I order?
Yes.
Because I want to order something different. And I want to taste what you got, too.
And the Grand Lux, where they give you a lot of food, but if you had to go at a place where you just get a little small, regular plate of food.
Oh, y'all.
That's
so selfish.
It don't matter if I come in the house with something.
That's so you should want to share. That's so selfish. As long as her hands clean, she should be able to reach in your plate, and you should be able to reach
let me
in
get
hers.
a piece of that.
So what? Why would you want to say no to your wife?
Every single time, Brad.
Oh well, get used to it. You married it, and you've been with her for this long. It must not bother you that bad.
I mean, don't nobody else want me at this point, but I'm just saying, like, stop.
Y'all so petty.
I
somebody
do feel
come
you
up to
special,
me.
Kato.
If somebody come up to me and say, Brett, I see your little Bentley. I know my Bentley ain't little. I know how much it costs.
Right.
I know how much my wife paid for that. So it don't bother me to somebody say, I see your little, because mine is bigger than yours.
But
that's
Brad,
the issue.
It be coming off as jealous, though.
Yeah.
Then just don't talk to them no more, I guess.
I don't.
It don't offend me. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they trying to get to you, and by you getting offended, you let them know what your weakness is. You letting them know they push your buttons. Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it.
Well, that's why their ass ain't been back over to my house. How about that? Let's go to the phones. 8669 Ricky. Good morning.
Lying and no reverence for God, no moral compass. You ain't got no moral compass. You don't have no reverence for God, and you a liar. You lie with dumb stuff. I can't fool with you.
What's a bad habit that's a deal breaker for me is when the administration doesn't do their job and everyone else has to suffer for it. Flatulence, passing gas. Oh my God, I am so grossed out by that. And I just think if you're going to do it, step away. Don't do that in front of your partner.
Oh man, not getting all the toilet tissue out your booty.
Man, fuck his teeth.
Smoking in my house. They could do it outside, but not in the house.
A man that constantly leaves hair in the sink after shaving. Picking the callus off the heel of your feet. Wiping your boogers on the side of the bed is a deal breaker for me.
Wow, man. Not the tissue in your booty.
Yeah, a chick. Yeah. I went on a date and the chick had a French roll and some pan curls, and I was turned off. I kept my mask on the whole time. Ain't nothing wrong with a French roll if that's how you rocking, but French rolls are not in. And I don't know what made us decide to get some pan curls. And this chick 40, you know what I'm saying? So I guess she been around too many old people. But it was. I mean, the French roll was nice or whatever. But I haven't seen one. And then when where it fold on the inside, she had the little pins in there with the little butterflies on it. But I knew that we had the protection of God on that date. I knew wasn't nothing gonna happen that night.
Okay, that good old banana clip.
That banana clip, boy. That's old school right there. Pull out the banana clip.
Cover the whole half of your head.
You got one of them. You know you covered in the blood of Jesus, honey.
Well, mine is bad breath, doggone it. Funky mouth.
Ooh.
Can't do it.
I'm a mile away.
Brad, hold on. Brad,
what?
You said a banana clip.
You know the ones that open at the top and then, and then they pass.
Maybe hard to open.
Yeah.
You're ripping your hair out trying to get the thing open.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, man.
Oh, man, I'm crying. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, y'all. The time right now is 25 before the top of the hour. Jeff Johnson is up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. About that time, y'all. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Man, good morning, everybody. Good to be with you this fine Tuesday. I've got 3 things for you, Rick. First, yesterday, former President Trump got a win when a federal district judge announced, a U.S. District Judge announced that he was going to get the special master. And so what this means is the former president requested a special master to ultimately come in and, in his mind, block or at least postpone what the Department of Justice was able to do with all of the documents that they seized from Mar-a-Lago. And so what this means, Rick, is that this special master, it may ultimately just be a delay. But what they now do is they are a third-party attorney that comes in and literally reviews thousands of these documents, which were marked as classified. And as they come in and do this, they then determine what the DOJ actually has access to and what they don't. And so what now has to happen is the judge left a bunch of things open. So the question now is they have to determine, both sides have to confer on who are the proposed candidates to serve as a special master, what's their specific duty and limitations going to be, and what should the schedule and pacing be, and how much will they be paid for their work. And so both sides have to confer on that before it moves forward. Now, no matter how quickly this goes, obviously this is a hit for the Department of Justice because this delays whatever it is that they had planned to do. And so, Trump really said that there was that the DOJ had overstepped. And that's actually one thing that the judge did not agree with. The judge did not agree that they had overstepped. But this is an opportunity for, maybe some things to be taken out of what they have access to. I'm still actually conferring with some folks that know this better than I, what the nuances of this are. Because, this is, in many cases, it's political posturing more than it is part of the judicial process. So right. The DOJ is clear on what they want to do. We know that Trump got special consideration as an ex-president because in many cases this would be unprecedented when you're thinking about the DOJ. Anybody, our community often knows better than anybody else. When the feds come for you, they got a case, right? They don't make stuff up. But when the feds show up, they got information. They have surveillance. They have documentation. They, in many cases, proven the case before they ever show up at your door to seize anything. And so we do know that Trump has a whole lot of potential legal jeopardy, but the ruling here is going to limit what investigators can do and is going to slow things down a bit while the special master review is underway. So there's a whole lot more about this that we're going to have to follow and understand. There's a 60-day rule for investigations that come into play that may or may not be impacted by this. So there's just a lot more, and we'll talk about it as the week goes on and as we get more information. The second thing is, Rick, this weekend in Baltimore, they put out a warning that the water wasn't safe to drink. And, I'm hearing this over and over again. We know that there's a hardcore crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. And I think what's interesting is sometimes we hear some of this, even after Flint, and act like this is an isolated incident in a specific area that's having a crisis. When the reality is, I remember there was an article that was done by The Guardian, I want to say March of last year, and they sampled tap water from all over the United States. And a couple of things that I hadn't even heard of before. Have you ever heard of this thing called PFAS? It's a chemical, it's a group of compounds that are in hundreds of household products. And in many cases, they're termed forever chemicals, which means they don't go anywhere. So when they're in the water, it automatically makes the water toxic. Right. And so of 120 locations tested across the U.S., they found that water from 118 of those tested for forever chemical levels or arsenic above the recommended maximums or detectable amounts of lead. And so that's 118 out of 120 that they tested. Now, that doesn't mean that because they tested all of those that one day of testing gives a sign to call an emergency. What it does mean is that we know these chemicals are in our water all over the place. And the United States often acts like we're this first world country that has all of our infrastructure together, when the reality is there are parts of America, both rural and urban, that are literally third world. Whether you're talking about housing or infrastructure or water or piping or access to resources or medicine or food. And until we're honest about the fact that much of America is living in a third world state, we're going to keep trying to attack the issue as if we're a first world country with no third world problems. And we're not going to be there. Last thing, y'all, I got to get out of here. But as Serena exits, please, you all, if you don't know the name Francis Tiafoe, you got to. This brother beat Nadal yesterday. He's got 3 more matches before he may be in a Grand Slam final.
Preach.
And so, listen, Francis Tiafoe, if you don't know him, he's worth the Google. We'll talk about him on Thursday, see if he's still in this thing. I'm out of here, y'all. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Peace.
There it is, y'all. Jeff Johnson. Hey, appreciate you, Jeff.
Appreciate you, brother.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, that Rickey Smiley Morning Show, boy, that was the last time I went to Magic City. Boy, that's what they remind me of. It had to be about 30 below zero in Atlanta that night. This chick was like, let's go to Magic City. I was like, all right, we went on down there. Hey, love that black and yellow, man. That's one of my go-to. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a little old school hip-hop this week on songs that will stay in your head all day. What does that remind y'all of? What does that take you back to? I love Wiz Khalifa.
Man, that was the year that the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers was in a Super Bowl when that song came out. And, of course, we know Wiz is from Pittsburgh or whatever. But Lil Wayne came out with the answer to that. He did the green and yellow version of that year. So,
for real?
Yes, sir. He did. He got a green because he's a big Green Bay Packer fan. Lil Wayne is.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Absolutely love Wiz Khalifa, y'all. All right, 4 minutes after the hour, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Beyonce, Mr. Thomas, good morning.
Hey there, Rickey.
That's your song, man.
You better believe it. Release it. On foundation, yeah. Hey.
Mr. Thomas, do they even play that at the Elks Lodge?
No, they don't play it, but they be some people be outside in the parking lot. You know, after we got the let out be popping. It be going crazy. People out there hollering at everybody. But the food truck outside the Elks Lodge, they be playing it right outside there. They be playing on the food truck. I be out there because they get good little pork chop sandwich at the Elks, right there. Boy, while you wait for your food, you get your ticket, you sit by the truck, and you release your thing. Release the truck, release the fries, release some shrimp.
Hey, Mr. Thomas, it's a lot of songs that they need to start putting on the playlist because the Elks Lodge, they it's an older audience. But if you want to get more young people to come to the Elks Lodge, they got to kind of tighten up with the music. Because I know y'all be playing Stand Up in It. What's that other blues song y'all play all the time?
Yeah, we play Stand Up in It, and then we play a little Marvin Cease. We play the Candy Liquor. Okay, we play Candy Liquor. That's my song right now. They play that.
Candy Liquor.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Play that. They normally play that right when it's almost time to go, so you can hurry up and make your decision. You figure out who you're going to take on to the house, to the car. Yes, to the car. Yes, sir.
And what kind of cologne you had on, Mr. Thomas?
Well, I had Lagerfield the other week, but then, that's at the American Legion. I wear Lagerfield at the American Legion. When I go to the Elks, I put on that old juke, okay?
Yeah.
When I go to VFW, I put on that cool water. You put that cool water on?
Yeah.
Valley in that. Or I put that gray flannel on. Put that gray
flannel on. And I know it was Labor Day, so what kind of outcome? That was the last day to wear white, Mr. Thomas?
Yeah, I did, boy. So, normally in the summertime and stuff like that, I put on my sandals with the buckle on the ankle, the black. But I wore my white. I went to an all-white party, put on my linen outfit. I looked good. Lost a little weight. Looked like a half gallon of milk. Looked real good.
Yeah.
I had on my little white buckle shoe with my the linen.
So you had white buckle shoes or the white buckle sandals?
The white buckle sandals. Yes, sir. You got to let it breathe because this is the last time you can wear some white shoes. Labor Day was coming. So I put on my white buckle sandals and put some lotion on. I should have did that. I'm slipping and sliding all in them damn sandals, staring on my feet was wet and slippery, but that's all right. I was looking good.
Did you go to any of the Hot 105 parties they had? Because Jackson State beat the hell out of Fam, Maria. I don't know if you saw the score.
We don't want to talk about that.
What was it, like 55-3 or something?
59-3, man.
Okay, we don't 59-3.
They almost put up 60 points.
We don't want to talk about that.
Sam, you got 1 point for the Father, 1 point for the Son, 1 point for the Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost.
Well, hey, Mr. You might as well go and say something to the people in Tallahassee, because it's real quiet in Tallahassee this morning after that ass whooping.
I ain't lying, folks up there, the old FAMU. Oh, FAMU, y'all got snake bitten. No pun intended. You got destroyed. You know, you got taken behind the woodshed. They whooped y'all behind. That old Neon, boy, he put 59 points. Boy, they ain't had no mercy on those boys, man. Ain't they? Everybody in Tallahassee need to be quiet. The marching 100 need to march back home and just sit down. Just sit down.
Man, you will not do Tallahassee like that this morning. And
no, you will not. No.
And Jackson too, but.
I'm going to tell you something. Them boys ain't even show up and get off the bus. You would thought some of the FAMU police, they must was on drugs. They must was on something.
And you got a message for them.
On something.
They had to be.
You got it. And I'm a minister to y'all this morning. I'm a minister to y'all this morning, because if you're messing with that stuff, maybe you need to put it down so you can play a little better, because y'all folks came back. Oh, there it goes.
Let's go, Mr. Thomas.
You don't have to do drugs. Make a living.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Come on.
You don't have to do drugs. Get back. Oh, yeah. Make you think.
Let's go.
Oh, you know it. You say it.
Here come your favorite part. Mr. Thomas. Let's go.
Come on, Jesus.
Oh, Lord, you done blacked out. Let's go, Mr. Thomas.
Get up, coffee, the cocaine. And get up, coffee, the crack. Listen up,
yeah.
Get yourself, get there.
Come on.
And get yourself. Get it. This is what I want to tell y'all.
Come on.
You don't have to do drugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Thomas right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your front page up next.
What's up?
Get it up.
Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley. Oh, Lord, Jesus. The time right now is 25 minutes after the hour. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment is being brought to you by America's Best. That's right, y'all. At America's Best, you never overpay for eyewear. Get 2 pairs on a free quality eye exam for just $79.95. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. Make sure you go check them out. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. I'm Maria Moore, and here are your news headlines. A federal judge granted Donald Trump's request for a special master to review the documents the FBI recovered from his estate in Florida. The ruling temporarily stops the Justice Department from using the records for their investigation into obstruction and the mishandling of government secrets. The judge making the ruling was a Trump appointee and said that there was a need to ensure, quote, the appearance of fairness and integrity. Both parties have until Friday to submit a list of candidates. In other news, Canadian police say that one of the 2 brothers suspected in a wave of deadly stabbings is now dead. The other brother is still on the run. 10 people were killed and 18 others were injured in the attack on Sunday morning. Some of the victims were targeted while others were stabbed at random, and police are still investigating a motive. Britain has a new prime minister. The Conservative Party announced the election of Liz Truss as Britain's new leader. Former leader Boris Johnson announced his resignation in July when he was forced to resign following a series of scandals. Truss becomes the first woman to hold the position. In other news, Ricky, students in Uvalde, Texas are returning to school for the first time since the shooting that claimed the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers in May. A new mobile app claims it can detect COVID from your voice. And today is primary election day in Massachusetts. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Already, man. If you don't know the name Frances Tiafoe, you better recognize American men's tennis star Frances Tiafoe stuns the world and defeats the number 2 player in the world, Rafael Nadal, at the U.S. Open and advanced to the quarterfinals. Frances is another one of our African-American brothers that's dominating and coming up the ranks in tennis.
I'm not thinking about my next match right now. I'm just happy I got a win today in front of my family, in front of my mom, my dad, Franklin, my twin brother, my girlfriend, my team. To have them see what I did today means more to me than anything.
I love it, man. 18-year-old phenom, our little sister Coco Gauff, also advanced to the quarterfinals. She plays today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Let's go.
Let's get it, baby. Let's shout out to what may have been the greatest game in WNBA playoff history over the weekend. Game 3 between Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm. Las Vegas won the game in overtime, but Seattle had a 4-point lead with 11 seconds left in the game. 3 back-to-back potential game-winning shots, all under 5 seconds. It was crazy, man. WNBA playoffs continue tonight. Game 4 of both series. Chicago Sky versus Connecticut Sun and Las Vegas Aces and Seattle Storm. Last but not least, man, real quick, man, college football kicked off. And listen, there's only a couple of games to mention, man. Arkansas beat Cincinnati. Florida beat Utah. Georgia monkey stomped Oregon. Golly. And then
that was. Bo Nix was Bo Nixon.
Come on,
just
dog.
like he did at Auburn.
Yes, sir. And we just talked about recently Jackson State embarrassed FAMU. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought FAMU was gonna put up more of a fight than that, but hey,
are all of the players there? I heard that there was an issue with the roster and some of the players.
They got about 4 of their key players that was ineligible for some off
let's mention
the field
that
situation.
to T. Holler.
So, I'll put that in there. You're right about
Thank
that.
you.
But
okay,
maybe they would have scored
Leave my
2.
team alone.
Maybe they would have scored 2 touchdowns. If they would have played. But
they ain't scored at all.
Deion Sanders got them boys from Jackson State balling and having fun, man. So, but shout out to both of the HBCUs, man. It is what it is. That's what I got for sports right about now. Brad got the hot spot. Let's get it.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley the Morning Show. 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? The Hotspot is being brought to you by Urban One. No election or issue is too small if it impacts our community. Don't sit on the sidelines this year. Make sure you are registered to vote and vote early. Get answers to the questions that you have about registering to vote, voting, and elections by logging on to onevote2022.com. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hotspot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Friday, we heard about the Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears allegations. And when I talked about it Friday, I was hoping that it wasn't true. It was just somebody trying to just, make things hard for Ari Spears after he dogged Lizzo, because we love Lizzo and we didn't appreciate what he said. So I felt like somebody was possibly digging up dirt on him. Well, unfortunately, I saw this tape. Did y'all see the video?
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible. It was terrible. It was bad.
Not funny at all.
It was not funny at all. It was horrible. It was the worst. And I was like, oh my God.
Is, as a comedian,
why?
Or whatever, like if somebody else wrote that and put that together, like, I'm not finna do that.
I'm not finna do that. And I do not condone any type of child endangerment, child pornography. This was disgusting.
All these
was
kids,
really bad.
Adults that's been raped and molested and stuff. How do you find humor I'm not understanding.
You got to say no to some things. It's okay
all
to
money
say no.
ain't good money.
It ain't.
I don't know, but I'm so disgusted with Aries. It don't even matter how I feel, but I just need everybody to know I do not condone anything that has this whole show don't condone nothing that has to do with child endangerment or child pornography or anything that puts children in harm's way.
Right.
So
Right.
Tiffany
and
had
I just want to make sure, and I also want to make sure that everybody knows that, we first talked about that in the early morning hours before that video started going viral. So it was based off of that. And I'm 100% with you. I don't condone it because I was along the same lines as you, hoping that it wasn't true.
Hoping that it wasn't true. Very
to
clear.
all listeners that
Very
we do
clear.
not support that at all.
Very clear. Thank you. So, y'all, Tiffany Haddish has broken her silence on the molestation and grooming allegations that she and Ari Spears are facing. According to People, a 22-year-old woman is suing her and Spears for herself and her minor younger brother, claiming that they are traumatized for life. Tiffany Haddish said in the statement, I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there is very little that I can say right now. She said, but clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it was not funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can.
I just don't even see, as a comedian and as a writer, I even looked at it. I said, okay, let me take my personal feelings out of it. Let me look at the sketch and what was the intention of the sketch. Special K, you right. What are your thoughts of the sketch itself? What didn't?
I mean, it's like when I write stuff to do on this show, you got to look at it and say, okay, if there's more than a 10% chance I'm going to have to apologize for this, maybe I might not want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even
before that, too, that he actually, Aries Spears settled with the mother in 2019. That's what I read online. And so now the kids, they said the kids didn't get any of that money. And there's something going on because the 22-year-old has custody of the 15-year-old brother. And so
I would have walked on the scene and read the script. And I said, I would have been like, run that by me again. Run that by me again. And I need to do what? And I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's not funny.
It's called one of your favorite words, discretion.
Absolutely. Nah.
Yeah,
I
don't see how he's going to bounce back from that at all. It's over for him. Like, what can you do after that? What do y'all think as comedians? What can you do after that?
You better watch what you say to people because karma is you know what it is. You talked about Lizzo and you didn't have to say those horrible things and put anybody down. And the internet ain't no chill on them and they gonna come for you. If you got some dirt in the past, they gonna find it. They gonna find it because they don't like when you talk about the people they love who do good for people. And Lizzo is one of them people that do good for people. And people are proud of her and her accomplishments and her weight and everything. It's not hard to live heavy like the size she is. And she's proud of it. So she's got a lot of fans and people who love her. Go ahead, Ricky.
And no, I'm just saying, and they need to leave Smokey Robinson alone because he wrote for the Temptations that song that he put out about gangbanging. That needs to stop too. Just stop it. Right. All of it.
Because he was just trying to bring awareness.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. We're going to keep all parties lifted in prayer, as Gary would say.
Lord.
And coming up next, y'all, we have Talk It Out Tuesday with Yanetta Springs. Everybody needs some help with their mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone.
And we got the praise mix down. We're going to keep everybody in prayer. We don't need to be gang.
Praise God.
Y'all going to hell.
That you did this.
Hey.
Y'all going straight to hell. There it is.
It's the gang banging. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yanetta Springs.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. I'm so excited, man. It is Talk It Out Tuesday. I want y'all to give it up and show your love right now for our licensed counselor profession. Y'all give it up and show your love for Yanetta Springs. Hey, Yanetta, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, we blessed and highly favored this morning. We done had communion. It is the first Sunday has just passed. We are in the month of September.
Yes, we are. And y'all know September is National Suicide Awareness Month. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. Our theme for this month is self-care in September. And y'all know I'm love self-care. And the reason why I think it's really important for us to talk about self-care during this month is because mental illnesses are the leading risk factors for suicide, right? And poor self-care is directly connected to the state of our mental health and mental illness, right? And I'm not talking about pedicures, massages, and facials, right? I'm talking about self-care on the level of how are you resting? What are you eating? Are you moving your body? What is the quality of your life and your relationships? What does your environment look like, right? So all of those contribute to our mental health and can contribute to our mental illness, right? Because we really got to care for ourselves, y'all. And I can't stress this enough. And this is why I created the self-care strategy workbook. is because I'm seeing a lack of self-care in my office with my clients. I'm seeing it outside of my office, right? I'm seeing it amongst other health professionals, right? So this thing is really heavy, and we have to get ahead of it and stay on top of it. So one thing I wanted to be mindful of is depression. You know, when we look at suicide, we also are looking at, you know, mental health issues, and we're also looking at depression, right? And this can be triggered by several factors. We have chemical imbalances. We have medical conditions. We have traumatic life events. We have genetics, right? Some of us are predisposed, you know, for depression or for some of these things. And when we are depressed, it's not a matter of choice, right? Yeah. We have to get out of that idea that you like that because you want to be like that. You don't want better for yourself, right? We have to get out of that mentality, because someone who is depressed has real physiological things happening within their brain and their body, and it contributes to the state of their being. And I think it's really important for us to be aware of that. You know, I talk about the amygdala all the time because I'm a, you know, trauma therapist. But when that part of our brain gets overactive, it impacts our ability to rest, right? Yeah. It impacts the memories that come up and how we process good and bad feelings. And we can't even produce the happy hormones, right, that we need. So our ability to think in an adaptive way becomes blocked when this happens, right? Mm-hmm. So I heard you, Maria. I didn't know if you had something to add.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think this is so good because I go to therapy, and my adult son, my oldest son, goes to therapy as well. And he was going through a hard time with college and the pandemic, so he decided to take a break. And I love what his therapist is doing for him. They were like, you know what? We just need to focus on you eating breakfast every morning, you know? And people think, oh, well, that's something so small, and that's so, well, you need to set a new goal and you need to do this and that. And sometimes people think the solution is to do more, or to like figure out, well, what is the source of my depression? But sometimes you just need to eat, or you just need to rest. Yep. So I really appreciate you putting that out there. Yeah. Yep.
You know, thinking about what happens to your body when you don't eat, right? Yeah. It jumps into survival mode. That activates our amygdala. So going prolonged time without eating or drinking or hydrating, that puts our body into that fight or flight state. You know, so I don't subscribe. I'm glad your therapist started, you know, with that, you know, with your son, because it can make a very big difference. Research supports that depression can lift within a few weeks with the right combination of treatment. So that's whether it's medical treatment, therapy, group work, you know, and things of that nature within 4 to 6 weeks. Right. And if you're eating, that improving your eating, you're eating and you're sleeping, that helps to help repair brain connections. Yeah. Our bodies are created to heal. We just have to kind of set it up, you know, and create the right atmosphere for your body to do what it's already designed to do. You know, so I just kind of wanted to put that out there, you know, as we're starting off this month, focusing on self-care. That is so important that we care for ourselves. If y'all want more information on this, y'all can text the word spring to 55444 or check out my website. Go to YanettaSpring.com or follow me on social media, and that'll give you access to all of the resources.
Man, thank you so much, you know, for doing this segment. It's helping so many people, and we need to do grilled cheese October, because that really make you feel better.
Yes,
I have been in some predicaments, even down to gunpoint, in a grilled cheese sandwich just always help. Like when I got shot, they bought a grilled cheese sandwich in that damn hospital room, and I smiled and forgot about all them bullets.
Ricky, you're a fool.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, we got to talk grilled cheese October. All right, Council Spring, let everybody know, and I'm talking about using real butter, that margarine, what your grandma used, that margarine in a cast iron skillet. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Yeah, you can follow me on social media, Yanetta Spring, or Groundbreakers Therapy. Text the word spring, though, to 55444, and my website is YanettaSpring.com.
There it is. Y'all give it up and show your love for Yanetta Spring.
Yanetta Spring.